Hi everybody, this is Maria Clark at Sweet Willow Designs and welcome to my studio. Today I have a project that will use up your scrap clay. Do you have bags like this? I have several of just scrap clay for my various projects, and I've got a fun project to use up those scrap clays to make a scrap clay heart. So what you'll do is just take out your bag and pull out some pieces that look good to you, that are complementary to each other, and just get a good contrast of colors, because we're going to combine those colors to actually make our heart. Once you have your pieces, your scraps selected, just start mushing those together. Now you're not really trying to blend these, you're really just trying to compact them. I use my hands, but then I also use an acrylic block to help me sort of start to compress these various pieces together, and it also helps to condition the clay. You'll do that probably 20-30 times until you get a block of clay that's relatively smooth and conditioned. And we'll take that block of clay and we'll use our clay blade to cut it into 2 equal parts, or as close to equal as you can get. Each one of those parts we're going to take and form a ball, and we'll just run that in our hands to create a round bead. We'll do that with each of the 2 pieces. And then we'll take one of the pieces and we'll use just a small acrylic block to angle it and create a teardrop shape, an elongated teardrop shape. And you'll just keep using your acrylic block until you get the teardrop shape that or the length that you're looking for. You'll do that to both pieces, and then you'll take each piece and twist them independently to get a nice sort of twist and a variation in your clay. You do that to each side, and then we're going to join those 2 pieces together to form the heart shape, and we'll twist those 2 tails just a little bit more for some added interest. Once we've got those shaped, we'll just refine it a little bit. We'll take our clay, our acrylic block rather, and press that down and kind of bevel the edges a little bit. And you don't have to do this part if you don't want, but I kind of like to do that. And then just refine it, refine your heart shape so that you get a nice shape. Make the indent up there if you need to get a better heart shape. And then once we get the shape that we're happy with, we'll take our marking tools. I've got an embossing tool here, and I'm just going to put some little divots along the seam on both sides. You can use different sizes of the embossing tool or needle tool that you're using. And then I'll use my needle tool to create just some hash marks in between each one of the little divots that I've put in. And that's just to give it a little bit of texture and interest to the piece. You don't have to do this, of course. I just like to add the little extra bit because I want to add a little bit more color. So once you get that done, taking some gold acrylic paint, you can use a bright gold or the antique gold that I'm using, and you'll cover your piece so that you're getting into the texture and to the seams. And then we'll just put that on a glass plate or a tile or a cardstock, and we'll cure it at the manufacturer's recommended instructions. Once that's out, we'll take our sandpaper and we'll sand off any excess. So we're really just leaving the paint to highlight the texture that we applied to the clay. So keep sanding. I use a couple of grits actually to sand it, and once I have it off the way I like, just dry it off with a paper towel. And you can seal this. You can use a sealer to put a gloss on it, or you can just buff it out with a denim or a rag or something like that. And there you have it. You have a cute piece. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. Join me in my studio again. Thanks so much. If you enjoyed this quick tutorial, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, or subscribe to my channel. I always enjoy hearing from you. Thanks again for joining me in my studio.